Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And wow, have we had a drop in gold, silver, Bitcoin, and in stocks? The question is the dip going to keep dipping? Is this going to be a prolonged drop like we saw from February to April of last year? Is this going to be an incredible buying opportunity? What are the levels to watch, and how can we make money and profit from this volatile market at the moment? I'm so glad you asked all those questions. We're going to look to answer those. I've got a couple of trade setups for you as well. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people. And of course, appreciate all the comments that you take the time to leave. That does help support the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can get the daily updates. All right, well, let's jump into the SPY as we always do. And what are the key levels we need to watch for here? Well, there's a couple of things going on. First and foremost, we are very close to the 9 crossing below the 20. Unless we can push up in the next 2 days back above 690, and this level will likely be lower, so it'll probably be 689. This is what happened the last time the SPY, the 9 dropped below the 20. We saw a fairly decent drop there. Let's just see how far that dropped, of about 3%. Okay, so a bit of a 3% drop from here would actually lead us to where would that take us down to? That would take us down to about 669 or about 667 there. And that was on the way up. This was back in November. That was that kind of October, November drop there. And that would be healthy as you saw the market went on to make higher highs. And that can be pullbacks can be part of healthy market structure to build support and also entice new buyers into the market. That's one thing to look out for. The second thing to look out for is the 9 EMA on the weekly. Now, that's currently sitting just here. Where is it here? Just here at about 686. All right. Now, what we've seen is this entire move up. We haven't seen 2 consecutive weekly closes below. We saw a close below there, an open, but then the close happened above. So we haven't even had one weekly close below just here recently, but we might get one. It's at 687 in the pre-market right now. So if this was to drop below 686 and close below here on Friday, and then next Friday, another consecutive close, then I do think we're in for a much bigger pullback there, because that would lead the 9 to be pulled down below the 20. We don't want to see that happen, because the last time that happened was back in February of last year, and that led to a 2-month downward trend and quite a significant correction, and likely brings us back to around this area, around the 200-day moving average. I think we would see quite a decent correction to the downside if the 9 did cross below the 20. That's our sell and go to the beach signal. When the 9 crosses above the 20, that's our buy and go to the beach signal. So let's give the levels for today. If you're going long or short, obviously you can do puts or longs, and if your brokerage allows it, you can just do a straight short or a straight buy. And of course, you've got the leverage ETS. If you're looking to go 3x long on the SPY, the ticker is SPXL. And if you're looking to go 3x short on the SPY, it's XPXS. There, and that's how you can make money. So I've had a few people ask me questions. How do I make money going short on the SPY? Very easily. SPXS, when the SPY goes down, SPXS goes up, and you can make money that way. And then, of course, if the SPY goes long and you want to make more money than just buying the SPY outright, this is a 3x leverage long on the SPY there for those that are new to the channel. So the key levels, what are the key levels we have here for the SPY, is going to be that 689 to the upside. And we're a couple of dollars away from that at the moment. And 689 is our level to go. If we reach up into that, let me go to the 12-hour time frame so we can see live price. 689, that's going to be our key level to the upside. If we go up to there and reject, we can come short back to 684. And if we break through, we can go long to 694. And then to the downside, of course, if we open and we don't even get up to 689, just kind of drops from here. That key level is 684. And if we lose 684, there's going to be a little bit of a drop there. You can see how we reclaimed it fairly quickly, but 677 is the next level down. There is a little bit of a sharp drop there, and you can see how there's been a fair amount of support that would actually turn into resistance, and we don't have as much here. And we haven't had a lot of price action in this level. So I don't have a problem if it comes down in these areas and build some support before taking off the next level. That will build some really healthy market structure. Let's look at Bitcoin. There's so much FUD around Bitcoin at the moment. Remember the nice bear flag that I showed you? There's the flagpole. There's the flag pattern. I warned you if we lost that 85 level, it was time to go short, and boy, did we lose it. That now has played out to its technical target. Doesn't mean that the dump is over. We do have the 200 EMA on the weekly at 68, and 69,000 was the previous cycle, the 2021 November 2021 top. So I do expect there to be a little bit of support there. However, in the current climate that we are, peak FUD at the moment, we could see this, we could come down. And this is the 200-week moving average here is historically where, you know, Bitcoin has always come to in a bear market. Now, usually it's gone below it. Last bear market, it was at about 23,000 when Bitcoin hit it, and Bitcoin went far below that to 15. So, look, I've been warning people for a while here on this channel about when the top would be in. And, this here area here is where we have a lot of support. We didn't have a lot of support here. We took off post election, and we came back and tested it once, but there was never really a lot of support built. This is why we've had this huge drop, and this is what I was just showing you about the SPY. You see in the volume profile, now we're coming into some support here, a block between 58 and 69. So I wouldn't expect us to lose this 58 in a hurry, but just be warned that last time Bitcoin corrected 75%. If we were just to correct 70%, I think that brings us down to around 38,000. So I've talked about the 40s and the 50 area as probably being the most likely for a bear market bottom, somewhere around this area here, just over here. And let's not be buying a dip that keeps dipping. People keep saying, oh, the bottom's in, the bottom's in. And then these people a month later go, the bottom is in, the bottom is in. And it's like, it's just a dip that keeps dipping. So just because this bear flag has kept playing out, we could build another bear flag and just go a little bit sideways here before the next leg down. Now, we haven't had our dead cat bounce yet, have we? And this is what we have to be careful before we load into all the shorts, is that suddenly we don't get that dead cat bounce back to $100,000 there, and that could potentially be something that happens. There will be a dead cat bounce at some point. Historically, it's been from this level here, it's dropped to dead cat bounce and then gone down. But I had a sneaky feeling that the market makers might do something different this time around. They're a little bit different, and we've gone down here first. Now, if we do close below here on Sunday, we'll have two consecutive closes below that. And there, I would say that we're going to stay down this area for a little bit longer. We do have to reclaim $84,000. And that is going to be a big jump from 69 to 84,000. There would need to be some really big news to come out to really save Bitcoin from having two consecutive weekly candle closes below that level. So, like I said, this was always the area I said to you guys it was going to come to in a bear market. I do believe it will go below that, as it has. This was just kind of like a marker that we had that it would at least go down to. And of course, usually it's gone down a little bit more from there. So that's Bitcoin at the moment. If you've been following me in the Tribal Trades Discord, you will have taken some shorts to the downside. Funnily enough, I did make some money there going long in the jump that we had. I shared a Bitcoin long in here when Bitcoin kind of jumped up and looked like it was going to do a bit of a move from that $84,000 level. I did take a quick long up here for a little bit of profit there as the market pushed up just a little bit here. As it held, I did make a little bit of money there, and then it capitulated to the downside. So you just got to be careful there. Just when it looked like it was going to find some support and shoot off, it capitulated to the downside there. And this is the importance of just trading the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and then you start a new trend. Okay, so for me, if there is a reversal, a green dot of some kind that comes in, I will buy and go long. And then if it keeps going and we go on and make a new all-time high, and this just ended up being a shorter, um, uh, lesser bear market for Bitcoin, but it feels a lot worse than last time around. And last time we went to 15,000 or we went 75%. So the general feeling I have right now is that we could get down to that 30K, 40K level there. That's not off the table there for Bitcoin. And we can make money shorting this to the downside there as it goes all the way down. But just be careful. At some point, there's going to be a dead cat bounce to the upside. All right, what are a couple of trades that we can profit on? One of them I'll see is MicroStrategy short. This thing, just take it round back to the back of the barn and shoot it. This has been an absolute dog, particularly since he went from a couple of 100 million shares, I think, to 10 billion shares. Mass dilution, utterly disrespectful and horrible for all MicroStrategy holders out here since he did that, just to fund his personal Bitcoin stash that he has going on there, using MicroStrategy holders' money and just continuing to dump stock. 123.22, that was a short. That was shared in the Tribal Trades Discord. We're going to try and ride this down to 100, but obviously, if suddenly we get a dead cat bounce in Bitcoin, we're going to stop out in profits. I don't think the earnings are going to be very good today, and I can't see how they would be, and we could just see some further pain to the downside. Now, you can actually, like, how do I short Bitcoin? I don't know how to do options. Well, you can do a put if you know how to do options. Most brokerages now will allow you to short on the exchange. You just click to short, or research which brokerage you have. Or the easiest way, in my opinion, is just to take the 2x leverage ETF. In this case, it's MSTZ. And when MicroStrategy goes down, this goes up. So it makes it kind of easy that you're just used to buying and seeing things go up. And the level here is $23.18. It's already a little bit above that level. Obviously, if it's by the time you see if it's below, there's no trade. I like taking trades on the way up. So maybe wait for the market open. If it drops down a little bit, and then take it on the way up. The technical target to the upside is $27. This was actually a 2x leverage play that I shared actually back. Excuse me, I'm still recovering from my illness a little bit there. Just excuse me there. And I gave on a breakout of 15. So if you'd taken that trade and stayed in that trade, you'd profited massively to the upside. And you can see that technical target is playing out beautifully, just like the Bitcoin technical target that I showed you and gave to you played out beautifully to the downside there as well. The Tribal Trades technical targets really have hit. And taking those trades, that's what we have. Scared money don't make money. And listen, for all these trades, especially for new people, 3% stop loss on all 2x or 3x leverage ETFs, and 5% stop loss on if you're just trading the straight out stock. Okay, so 3% and 5%, those are the guidelines there. Of course, not financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And of course, the other one that we can short that's a crypto stock is BMNR. This is just utterly collapsed. The short level there was from 21.81, so a little tardy to the party. So just be careful with that one. We don't want to see suddenly this come back up and jump. So you can wait on this one maybe for a retest of 21.81. And if you do take a short from here at $19.28 to the downside, just be careful with that and get that stop loss in there securely. For BMNR, there's also a 2x leverage short ETF. And this one here, the level is 34, and it's already well taken off from that one. So it's a little tardy to the party. I likely wouldn't recommend jumping on that one. But if at the open or at some point this comes back down and then comes back and breaks through, you take it on the break of $34. So just keep an eye on that one. And of course, you can always profit when the market is going down by trading the VIX. When the SPY goes down, the VIX goes up. Of course, when the SPY goes down, you can trade SPXS, which is the 3x leverage short of the ETF. SPY goes down, that goes up. But a key level that I'll have you take a look at here is going to be, we're sitting with the VIX at $28 right now. So right now there is a trade there, and it's at 28.01. The 9 EMA on the weekly is there. You can see it's just breaking above it right now as we speak. Let's switch to the hour time frame. We can see that a little bit more easily. There we see is a little bit of a W pattern forming. And of course, if you're watching this, it's much higher. There are some other levels to get in there at about 28.50. And then I think there's one more up there at about, where is that now? At about 28.65. And then our technical target to the upside would be $29, and then back up to here to 31. This can be a good hedge if the rest of your portfolio. I know the Tribal Trades yearly portfolio, we were up about 8% year to date. That's lost about 2 or 3%. So it's still up about 5% year to date. And I am actually doing a special live session today at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for all people on the Tribal Trades Discord. And I'm going to go over my stock picks that I shared about at the beginning of January. There's about 25 stock picks in there. And I'm going to go over new potential buy levels for those who are new to the Discord or those who joined today, because we still have our buy one, get one free going. This will go at least till the end of this week. I may extend it a little bit because I was sick for a couple of weeks and I wasn't able to give share about it, and people didn't know about it. Buy one, get one free. What does that mean? You pay for 1 month only of the Tribal Trades Discord, and you get 1 month, 30 days it is, absolutely free. And so you basically get 2 months for the price of one. And remember, the membership is month to month. Okay. So you're not locked in at all. If it's not for you, we don't have any kind of lock-in or anything or any kind of pressure there, because I know that once you come into the Tribal Trades Discord and you see the wealth transformational journey that we are undertaking and the life-changing gains that people are making in the Discord, I just know that you're not going to want to leave. We have day trades and scalps. We have swing trades. We have long-term investing. And today, remember, at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing a special update on my 2026 stock picks. And these are not just to hold for the year. Hopefully, these will be multi-generational holds that will hold many, many years. And each year, I'll do an updated list of which stocks I'm adding and stocks that I may be cutting. And I keep that list updated for all the Discord members there. So if you do want to take advantage of the buy one, get one free, and remember also, when we finish the buy one, get one free special, I'll also be closing the Discord for new signups. So you actually won't even be able to sign up. We're going to close it for a couple of months there. I'm all about quality over quantity, and I want to make sure that I can connect and educate and resource everybody in there efficiently and effectively. Okay. So there is a wait list, but you won't have to wait for very long. As soon as you join the wait list, usually within a few minutes, maybe a few hours, you'll be added to the Tribal Trades Discord. And of course, if you join before 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you get to join that live session. If you're watching this after, don't worry. All live sessions are recorded and are available in the Tribal Trades Discord for you to watch at a later time. Okay. So there is a link below in the description of this video. You might need to click the more button, so that will pop out for you. You click on that, you put all your details, you put your credit card details, you pay there, and you get 1 month. You pay for 1 month and you get 1 month absolutely free. That's 30 days that you will get added to your account within 7 days of joining. You should see that add to your account there. And of course, That's all we have time for today. Okay. So, and you will get added today. You will get added today. So don't worry if it's, even though there's a wait list, you'll get added very quickly. All right. That's all we have time for today. So until I see you in the next episode or until I see you on the Discord, happy trading.